All right, in order to try to be able to breathe better, because we're having a problem with this collapsing and getting stuck. So the first thing I figured I would try to do is I tried to re-glue it so that more of it was, of the mouth was actually glued to the nose so they would pucker. And it worked to some degree. It actually did help. Like, it's actually staying open now with it inflated. Or earlier with it inflated, it was actually more like that. But it's still not quite enough. And what I'm doing to test, I'm actually taking a piece of CPAP tubing. I've stuck it in over the breathing tube on the inside, and I can actually breathe in and out and kind of test different things without having to put it on. I think what I'm gonna do is I took a syringe body, and let's see, I think this is it's a 10 milliliter. And I've cut a little piece of it that I'm going to actually put in here to keep this open. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap this thing in the same yellow latex first. That way it's covered, and then it can bond and it'll hold in place and it won't do anything weird like turn sideways. So now I've got my little piece wrapped in latex, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue this into the mouth. Now that I've got this in there, I'm going to go ahead and kind of glue everything together and make it look nice, and then I'll do some cleanup work. All right, now I've got it in there, and it can't really be squashed, which is nice. It stays open even if you're like pushing on the face. I can breathe through it pretty well. So now I'm just going to do some cleanup work with some Heptene to get all this stuff off. All right, got it cleaned up. And the great thing is that when I breathe through it, I can do this, and it doesn't block it. That keeps it propped open. So all right, and another modification that I did that made breathing like twice as good as doing the little piece down here was I took the little mask that they shipped with it, which this is a great idea. It allows you to breathe through your nose, mouth. You can talk with it. But I looked at it and I was like, you know, you've got these holes here for the eyes. Why not let some air go in and out through the eye holes as well? And you can do that by taking a punch, which I use this punch right here, and you basically just take a hammer and whack it, and you can put in a bunch of holes. And what that allows is for air to come in and out of the eyes. So you put this, if I can get this opened up. So you put this thing in here like this, and it goes over the breathing tube, which I've cut mine a little bit shorter. And then when you inflate it, air actually can go in and out of these holes, and I can actually completely stop this thing up, and I can breathe just fine, and the air goes in and out. So I have two different air pathways now. I've got the air going in and out of the tube and the air coming in and out of the eyes.